Hello everybody, welcoming all of you to this channel. Today I am going to discuss about the environment. Let's get started. Dear learner, first we have to know anything about the term environment. Okay? Attention please. The term environment is derived from the French word environment, which means surroundings. Environment means surroundings. Already I have written here the word environment and the word surroundings. Surroundings means everything around us. That means all the components or factors in which we stay or in which an organism lives. It refers to, environment refers to biotic component and abiotic component. Biotic component means living things. Living things. And abiotic component means non-living things. Living things are all the animals, plants, bacteria, etc. Non-living things are light, radiation, temperature, pressure, water, river, hills, etc. And all the chemical components also. Dear learner, all the living things and non-living things are belongs to surroundings or environment also, so that the environment and the organisms are two dynamic and complex component of our nature. Dear learner, to make the concept clear for better understand, we can say that environment implies all the outside factors that affect the life of an organism. Okay? It is the sum total of conditions in which an organism has to survive or maintain its life process and contribute to growth and development. Environment mainly consists of, already I have written here, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Atmosphere means all the components of air, hydrosphere means all the components of water, lithosphere is related to earth's surface and biosphere is related to organisms. Okay? Dear learner, you can find out the important point from our discussion and please note down. One is environment, which means surroundings. Surroundings means abiotic component plus abiotic component. Biotic component means living things. Abiotic component means non-living things. Living things are all the animals, plants, bacteria, virus, etc. Abiotic components, that means non-living things, are light, radiation, temperature, pressure, water, river, hills, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. Another important point, environment consists of some layers. There are atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Dear friend, I hope that you have understood properly. Go to another important point. Structure of environment. Structure of environment. Structure of environment. The structure of environment is not the same everywhere. Already we have known the lower atmosphere is always heavier than upper atmosphere. Therefore, the temperature is not the same everywhere. Atmosphere consists of some layers based on temperature. Therefore, on the basis of temperature and other characteristics, we can divide it into 5 concentric layers. There are the troposphere. One is the troposphere, second the stratosphere. Third, the mesosphere. Fourth, the thermosphere. And last one is number 5, the exosphere. Dear learner, note down all the points. We will discuss all the points separately. Okay. We are going to discuss about the first point in the troposphere. Okay. Number 1, the troposphere. The troposphere. It is the lower layer of our atmosphere. All weather changes take place in this zone of atmosphere. Therefore, it is called weather beater. Weather beater. Weather beater. Okay, approximately 90% of atmospheric mass is contained within troposphere only. It mainly consists of nitrogen and oxygen gases, and other few gases are present here. There are hydrogen, helium, neon, argon, carbon dioxide, methane, etc. This zone has water vapor and dusting variable also. Depending on the characteristics of this zone, the temperature gradually decreases with height at the rate of approximately 6.5 degrees centigrade per kilometer. Therefore, towards the upper levels of this atmosphere, the temperature may reduce 60 degrees centigrade. Okay? Therefore, human beings along with all the organisms live in this zone of atmosphere. Okay? Go to another important point, the stratosphere. Number 2, the stratosphere. It consists of air mass and extends from top of the troposphere to about 50 km above the ground. In this layer, the temperature rises from the lowest point of about minus 55 degrees centigrade to maximum of about 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, but the temperature rises from the lowest point of about minus 55 degrees centigrade to maximum of about 5 degrees centigrade, but the temperature remains almost constant in vertical direction. Therefore, it is also known as isothermal zone. Isothermal zone. It is also known as isothermal zone. At very low temperature, there are no clouds, dusting variables, water vapor, and no convection current also. Therefore, it offers ideal condition for flights also. Dear learner, flights are most important for us because everyone needs to traveling, and it is faster and less accident prone than better methods of traveling. Okay, go to another important point of this layer. This layer, that means the stratosphere, forms ozone. So that it is called ozonosphere. Ozone is formed from photochemical reaction, that is oxygen plus sunlight to atomic oxygen. It combines with oxygen molecules to form ozone. That means O2 plus O, O3. Okay, the levels of ozone may reach to 10 ppm by volume in mid part of stratosphere. It absorbs ultraviolet radiation from the sunlight. Due to absorption of ultraviolet radiation by ozone, the stratosphere becomes comparatively warmer with increasing distance from the Earth's surface. It contains much of the ozone in the atmosphere. Go to another important point, the mesosphere. Number 3. The mesosphere. The mesosphere. It extends from 50 kilometers to 85 kilometers above our planet. In this layer, the temperature again gradually decreases with height. It is the coldest layer of our atmosphere, and the temperature decreases of about minus 90 degrees centigrade near the top of this layer. Minus 90 degrees centigrade means minus 130 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, again, weather balloons and other aircraft cannot fly high enough to reach the mesosphere. It protects us by burning up most meteors. Most meteors vaporize in this zone. Some materials from meteors linger in this zone of atmosphere because this layer to have a relatively high concentration of iron and other metals. Okay, going to another important point, number 4. Number 4, the thermosphere. It is also known as the ionosphere. Okay, it is also known as ionosphere. It extends up to about 500 kilometer from the Earth's surface. The ionosphere is ionized by solar radiation. It plays an important role in atmospheric electricity and forms the inner edge of the magnetosphere. Here, most of the gaseous components such as O2 positive, O positive, NO positive are ionized by radiant energy. Ions are called the electrically charged particle. The charged particle reflect the radio waves. Back to the Earth's surface and make radio communication possible. Dear learner, the temperature in this upper atmosphere can range from about 500 degrees centigrade to 2000 degree centigrade. It is 932 degree Fahrenheit and it is 3632 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, go to another important point. It is the last point, the number 5. Number 5, the exosphere. Exosphere. Okay. In this layer, starts beyond ionosphere and leads to the planetary space. It extends to a height of 1600 kilometers. However, there is no fixed limit of this atmosphere. It mainly consists of oxygen and hydrogen atoms. Okay, dear learner, I hope that you have understand all the points properly. Okay, now we are going to discuss about some related questions. Okay, what layer starts on Earth? It is troposphere. Troposphere is the first layer from our atmosphere. What is the first layer of the Earth atmosphere? The troposphere is the first layer of the Earth's atmosphere. What is the second atmospheric layer from the ground? The stratosphere is the second atmospheric layer from the ground. What is the third atmospheric layer from the ground? The mesosphere is the third atmospheric layer from the ground. What is the fourth atmospheric layer from the ground? The thermosphere is the fourth atmospheric layer from the ground. What is the layer that is farthest from the surface of the Earth? It is the exosphere. Thanks to all of you. Waiting for another video.